Hey, y'all, what's up? It's Mango Bae. Today we're talking about me and my dad getting into the podcast. We're talking about our dads in general. We're talking about fucking a mosque dispute with Hindus. And shit gets crazy. It's fucking wild. It's fucking wild, dude. It's fucking wild.
We also talk about an Indian couple suing their son for not dropping out some babies, which we support.
Stay tuned. It's fucking wild. Heavy jokes. Flying.
Mango Bae, Mango
Mango Bae.
Mango Bae, Mango Bae, Mango Bae.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/mangobae.
Bae.
We rolling?
Oh my God. Mango Bae.
Somebody turn up my snare. Joe, I can't hear my snare. Mango Bae, hello.
New setup.
New setup. We're in flux right
Bro.
now. We're technically in
This
flux.
is like heavy in the future. We're Mango Bae 2025 right now.
We're in the midst of going into Mango Bae 2.0, which is going to be live streamed as well.
Yes.
So stay tuned to that. But as you can see, we're in a different place. Old couch.
Yeah.
Back with old Gray.
Dude, the cum vapors rising
Yep,
like old
absolutely,
friends.
Absolutely.
Did you miss us? Dude, I missed this couch. I remember it well, and we're back on it. Because we're now in a different studio. Things are moving.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
We are in a studio. We're getting some desks. We're going to have a whole new setup soon. But for now, you know what it is. It's the same fucking content that you love. Don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Blah, blah, blah. All the good shit. Write us a review. We're here. We're Mango Bae. We love you. We missed you.
Dude, my dad's in a Mango Bae now.
Jesus Christ.
So this is the last episode.
Intikab's in. Yeah, I know.
It's the last episode of Mango Bae.
We're recording from a bunker in an undisclosed location in Abbottabad.
Yeah, how many brown kids are in witness protection program? Because they had one girlfriend and now they got to leave town.
That was my brother.
Yeah, that's your fake brother. That's your second family. Dude, so my dad, terrified. I was terrified. I was with him.
When you told me, I got scared.
Bro, I'm telling you right
My
now.
nuts just shrank up into my belly.
And he's got a nut meter in his house, and shrink his nuts. That's how much control we has. So I'm in DC, and I'm hanging on my dad. My dad's like, listen. I'm like, what? He's like, I listen to Mango Bae. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, your mother showed me. She keeps giving me links. So their messenger chat is just my mom sending all these fucking links. And my dad's like, fucking fine. I'll check it out. And I'm freaking out, dude. Because the word we say the most on Mango Bae is dadcom, right?
It literally is.
It's like the ticker. It's the Family Feud.
It's like SEOs. If that's,
Family Feud. Things Mango Bae says. First thing, dadcom. That's 85 points, dude.
Yep.
So I was like, then I realized, not really, because the first 20 episodes are kind of out the YouTube.
Yeah.
That's when you had our highest dadcom.
Oh,
I'm
so
realizing,
true.
so that was that thing is like, dude, there's no world where my dad sees that.
Yeah.
And is like, man, that's fun.
So he was into it.
So he likes it.
Okay.
He said we got better as time went on. Yeah. Of course, he can't just say yes. He has to give like a full dossier. He's like, in the beginning, I was a little hairbrand. That's what he called us. He called us hairbrand. Little hairbrand.
Got some brain pubes.
And then you guys really locked into the guest. The last guest you guys had was really good conversation. You just locked in. You got more the questions you're asking a little more, good questions. He said good questions.
Okay, good.
This is as good as it gets for an uncle. What else do you want?
You're going to be the next Charlie Rose.
Indian dads do love their Charlie Rose. But he assaulted somebody. Even better. And I am double fan.
I don't believe.
Charlie Rose can't. Really, Charlie Cherry. He's been deflowering for a while.
Don't talk shit about Charlie Rose.
Don't talk shit about Charlie Rose.
No son of mine.
They be loving Charlie Rose. My dad used to watch hours of Charlie Rose.
That's because Charlie Rose has a kind of Indian daddish vibe that you can see Charlie Rose just walking around outside with both hands behind his back, just inspecting.
Charlie Rose every year goes to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a Charlie Rose thing. Low-key Indian dads be loving Charlie
Charlie
Rose.
Rose walks 15 feet ahead of his family at Niagara Falls. You know?
His wife, Verna Tulip, is behind him.
Verna Tulip.
Get her out. I don't give a fuck.
It's retarded.
100%.
Okay, so your dad gave you he gave you a very dad
Yeah.
approval. Yeah. You know?
He will never, bro. I told you, my friend Shireen got a video of my dad saying he was proud of me and the thoughts that I thought and all these beautiful things.
It's like hidden camera, pen
Bro,
cam.
it's punked.
It's like a sting operation.
Instead of punked, it's loved.
Yeah.
LOV''D. I'm Ashton Kutcher, and we're gonna find out that this dad loves this Indian son. At the end, after he says, "I love my son," they come out with the camera. He's
They're
like,
like, what?
What the fuck?
It's like cheaters.
I didn't say anything. He starts beating his son immediately.
What
He's
the
like,
fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
You just said you love your son. Not right. I didn't say shit. I didn't. To catch a good dad.
So do you know who I am? No, I've been caught. It's not true.
Why are you here on your son's birthday? Why are you here? Nothing. No reason.
Meanwhile, the dad's there to molest a kid, but they actually caught him to just saying, "I love my son."
I love my son. That's what he calls his little molest boy. I love my boy. You love your son, don't you? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a pedophile. You know that, right? I fucked the kid.
Actually, I'm a pedophile. Don't worry, son. That's amazing.
So your dad gave some begrudging respect to Mango Bae.
Yeah, big respect. And it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. I get not but 3 compliments per life from this guy.
That's
you
great.
know?
I had a similar incident with my dad recently.
With Mango Bae.
Not with Mango Bae.
Yeah.
I don't think my dad will ever watch Mango Bae. But every time I have a clean joke, I want to tell my mom and dad the joke because they don't
Sure.
want to hear about up my butthole, colonoscopy, whatever.
But those are the best. I mean, they don't know the best ones.
So it's about my mom. The joke. I think I told you this joke about Indian advice or whatever. Right?
Yeah,
it's a good, clean joke. It's a fun joke. And I tell it, my mom laughs. I'm like, Dad, I'm really looking for my dad's approval.
Yeah, of
'cause
course,
he's a very funny guy. I'm like, Dad, what do you think? He was like, maybe you should tell it again. Like, try telling it again. I was like, what? So humiliated and degrading myself even further, I told the joke again. Okay,
Yeah, okay,
which
nice.
is bad. A bad
But
move.
did you add more spice
And he
to
was
try
like,
to get it going?
it's not as sharp as your usual jokes. And I was like, bitch, what?
But not as sharp as your usual jokes.
I know. My dad knows I'm funny. He loves my comedy, more or less. But he was like, yeah, it's missing. I'm like, fucking shut the fuck up. You're not my fuck. I was pissed.
You're not my real dad. Dad, just finger me.
I was pissed. That was the worst bomb I've ever had in my life.
That's brutal.
Was my dad just be like, yeah, it's good, it's good. I was like, that's horrible. That was the biggest bomb. My mom loved the joke, but of
course.
because it was about her.
That's horrific.
Yeah.
I told you about when I watched America's Got Talent with my friend, with my Noel and his wife. They didn't laugh once during the entire set. And the only thing they ever even reacted to was when I called out Simon. And they didn't laugh. They're like, "That's good."
That's always the worst.
Brutal!
I'm not saying I'm sure Noel's a fun guy, but you always know a shitty, joyless person when they're like, "That's funny." That's funny.
Dude, he's with his wife, who hates my shit. You know, anytime I do like wild race stuff, because she's like very smart with her shit. Bangladesh, she'd come in like, actually, Pakistan. So this woman, obviously, she doesn't say it, but she hates my comedy. And so I'm like, I have to sit with this person. And your dad does not hate your comedy, but that's brutal.
And it's brutal, dude. It's
Dad
tough.
love is something.
It was
because
tough.
we're mama's boys, through and through. But till the end,
The dad approval means something.
we respect the brains of our dads a little more. In a way that's like
He's discerning because the
taste.
mom is just there. She's like, my
Right.
son's talking, great,
Yeah.
But the dad's listening, and my
Yeah.
dad's a fan of comedy. My dad likes comedy.
Right.
I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be as funny as I am today if it weren't for my dad
Sure.
feeding me comedic media, Mad Magazine, watching Caddyshack, comedy
Sure.
movies growing up. It was a thing. My dad loves comedy. My dad loves Larry David, so I can tell when my dad genuinely laughs. You know, it's truly uncontrollable. He's
Yeah. Oh,
It's
he has
very-
that. Okay, yeah.
you know, it's like very, you know, It's very out of his control.
I tried to play a comedy.
like a sneeze
And I
almost.
feel you. It's almost like a dad trying to undo what's happening.
Yeah.
But it comes out. Which is why their farts are so disgusting, because they hold in so many laughs that it just creates truly a Chernobyl situation. Who did I play? I played Nate Bargatze in the car for my dad last weekend.
That's clean.
Clean. I was like, this is going to be good. Bro, he laughs like once.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like a joke. It was like him going like, so my dad's a clown, and he's like,
Idiot.
that's idiot. It wasn't a
Fucking loser.
It wasn't a laugh. And I played it with 4 more tracks, and it was motherfucker. I'm like, fuck, I can't get a thing out of this guy. You know, and dads are so fucking real, man.
Dude,
Jesus.
I watched a Jim Gaffigan special with my parents, and they both laughed.
Okay.
But I think it's also because Jim Gaffigan just looks funny too. He's all big and fat and just like, the voice.
Stupid
He's
American.
like constantly talking. I mean, my dad has an appreciation for comedy. It just in this case, it was not mine, and it hurt.
No way. My dad
Yeah.
doesn't leave for a couple bathroom breaks where he didn't have to go to the bathroom during my
Just
hour
to
set.
laugh? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
During my set. Like, there's no way he doesn't just like, I got to get out of here. I am getting a shit.
So he went to cry.
He comes back like, okay. Oh, he's still doing the porn stuff? Jesus. Because I've in my hour set, which he will be seeing one day. Once I film this thing, he will be seeing it. So it's a big work of mine.
Yeah.
I'm a dirty bitch.
Yeah.
We're dirty bitches. There's like a good like 10 minutes of like porn,
Yeah.
sex,
Yeah.
fucker, and like damn.
If I may,
Yeah.
Here's what the conceit of your special actually has to be: is that your dad is in the live audience in the front, and out of all the cameras that are there on you, your different angles, there's got to be one that's just on him. That's just on him.
It's like a dad cam.
Yeah, and it's always the dad
It's the
reaction cam that's always there throughout. Everyone else is dying, but it's just in the cup like.
What the fuck is this? It's the shame cam.
Yeah.
The shame cam.
shame
It's like,
cam.
let's take a look at the shame cam. Oh, not laughing. He hates all of this.
That's got to be it.
And then maybe my mom cam, her just like bewilderedly enjoying it.
Not understanding a word, but just like loving it anyway.
My sister-in-law, like, this is the fucking trash. Because their favorite comic, my brother one time, and this is when I knew I lost him as a comedic friend.
Yeah.
My brother was like, who should be more like? Trevor Noah. And I'm like, fuck me, he doesn't. I'm like, why? And I'm like, my brother's like, who's a funny guy?
Yeah.
He's great friends, good on the level guy.
Yeah.
Really smart guy. I'm like, this is your
Yeah.
first, pick one, smart. I'm like, your wife and you go enjoy comedy.
Yeah.
Go enjoy
The thing
Trevor
is,
Noah.
they're like, you should be like Trevor Noah. Why? Because he's on TV.
Yeah.
That's like kind of what they mean. You know
Really
what
what
I
they mean, yeah.
That's like literally what they always mean.
He's smart in that he got on TV.
You should be like
once.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Like, you
Why?
might as well.
Comedian-wise? Yeah.
He's on TV. Just have you thought about being a doctor? He's
Have
on
you tried
TV.
being 16 and pregnant at the same time? You tried that? Yeah, I feel you. It's really the TV thing.
That's what it is. They're like, yeah, just you should.
Hey,
be-
stop being poor. Like,
Yeah,
stop
exactly.
doing that thing where you're poor. So in that comedy space, Dad, couldn't connect, but it's fucking fine. You want to go into my comedy-based jungly story this
Yes,
week?
please. I've been dying to hear this
Okay, I have 2 quick stories. Right?
Okay.
This is the comedy. And this is kind of in the same vein of comedy and shame and all this. So I'm going to Asylum. I'm walking into the big steps. You go downstairs. You've been to Asylum, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And so you go down the steps right when you walk in. As I walk in, I see at the bottom of the steps, the foot of the steps, Shinimesh Patel and Michael Che, right? I walk down. These are full first and last names, honey.
Yep.
This is the Mango Bae. I walk down. Nimesh, good friend, always a good
Yep.
vibe. Says hi, right?
Yeah.
I'm late for my spot. I want to make sure I give a quick hi, right? Hey, Nimesh. He's like, I'm walking. I see him. He's like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? I'm like, what's up, Nimesh? I'm a nice guy. There's a group. I say hi to Nimesh. I'm not going to not say hi to the person he's with.
Yep.
It's exactly what happens, bro.
Yeah.
It's I want to say I'm not hyperbolizing anything.
Yeah.
Say hi to Nimesh. Hi, what's up? I look at Michael, who's I've seen many times. I know this man. He's seen me many times, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, Michael, what's up? He's like, okay. I swear to God. That's it. That's it. Bro, I stop in my track. It's like I hit a wall of air. In what world is the response for hi? Okay. What?
That's such a weird white girl kind of response.
That's exactly what it was.
It's like a white mean girl thing of like, okay.
You would have thought that I came up to him and I licked his nipple. That's an okay moment.
Next time you see him, you need to lick his nipple.
And be like, and he'll be like, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
He'll be normal.
That's a Michael J. handshake.
Bro, I was blown away. Right. This doesn't end there, right? I'm like, okay, weird. I don't need this in my life.
Yeah.
I'm 31 now. I don't need to be sycophantic towards this guy. Great, blah, blah, blah. I'm out. I walk past him, right? Namesh, good friend of mine. You know, we always talk when we're hanging out. I always like seeing him. And he yells back as I'm walking away, hey, how's South Africa? Oh, fuck. Okay. I look back. Hey, it was great. You know, I'm not trying to even have a conversation, dude.
Yeah.
It was great, bro. I had a great time. Crowds were wild. Very fun, right? Yeah. As I'm talking to Namesh for like 2 seconds, you know, like through literally a buy hang. Like, you know, when you like say some things as you leave. As I'm saying it, he interrupts. Che interrupts. Listen, I didn't want to interrupt you a second ago. I didn't want to interrupt you. Sorry about that. I'm like, okay. No. But it was like weird in that he had to interrupt me to say that.
Yeah. Interrupt what? Saying, oh, hello?
Literally. So as I'm walking by, I'm like leaving. I'm like saying bye. I'm saying South Africa was good. I'm walking away as I say South Africa. And he's like, oh, we got to go to see ISO. We got to go see Kevin ISO. He's downtown. I'm like, whoa, okay, see you later. Then he looks at me. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm like, what level of autism is this? Where it's just like he's just interrupting and then saying sorry for it. Then he obviously doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It was just a really weird like interaction that I was just like, why? Why is there so much added to this when it should just not have been anything? Hey, hi, okay.
Yeah, that's wild, dude. I wonder what's going on there.
Really weird.
I mean, he apologized because he thought there was some interruption, but it was...
No. So what happened was, I kind of fucked up the story. What happened was, as we're talking about the South Africa thing, literally 2 seconds in to me saying, yeah, it was wild crowd. He's like, we gotta go see Kevin ISO downtown.
Speaking of South Africans, we need to go south downtown and see
for Kevin ISO.
ISO.
And I'm like, he's trying to apartheid this conversation right now. And I'm like, all good. I'm gonna just get the fuck out of here. Don't worry. You can hang out with your friend again. Yeah. And as I say, I'll see you later. He was like, sorry, but I didn't mean to. And it's like, first of all, you did, because you did. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But his energy was so weird. I had to just think about it the next couple of days. I'm like, why is he so weird? I just said hi.
Yeah, and he was like, okay. That to me is the most intriguing
So,
part.
really?
Where he was like, okay.
Like, you dare? Or like, bro, I've met you thousands of times.
Right.
Anyway, it was a weird thing. It was almost like a you dare say hi to me? Or something like that. Like, or it was like, why'd you say hi like that? Which was not, I just said a hi normally.
Okay.
Bro, I couldn't even tell you why.
Maybe it was the latter. I
Yeah.
don't think it was the former.
Yeah.
Because, he doesn't, I don't think he's like an imperious prick like
Not at all. I just think he was I think he'd maybe be a little spectrumy.
It's like an awkward moment.
Awkward
maybe,
moment that he felt that wasn't there. Something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I was awkward. Maybe I was like, hi. Hi.
I mean, look, you have a specific kind of energy, which is very keyed up.
Sure. Could be that.
And, maybe you thought you were on coke or something.
Could be.
Not knowing that you don't touch that.
Right. I will tell you this. It was literally like, because it was in asylum, right? So I was very quiet because of the show. Yeah. It was not classic Usama, like, whoa!
Because it was like a weird mute. It was like, what's that?
It was like, because I know the show's going on, so it was like, hey, what's up? Hey, Michael, what's up? Yeah. It was very
Okay.
Charlie Rose. Because I knew the show was going on, right? That's what made it was like, because I know I can be like, ha. And if I came in and be like, yo, what? I know when I do that, that would have been fine. Anyway. No pain on him. All good. It was just a hilarious response to a hi.
That is hilarious.
One last story,
awkward.
real quick. Uber story, real quick.
Okay, of course, we have to.
I was in DC.
Yeah.
And there's a Korean guy. This guy keeps talking about Baltimore drivers, how he hates them. I hate Baltimore drivers.
That's like code for black.
Literally, that's the story.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
You got me. That's how quick your brain is. Literally, he kept saying Baltimore, and I'm like, you mean black, don't you? You literally hit it. Bro, you fucking amazing fucking genius, bro. You fucking ass. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. He's like, I hate these Baltimore drivers with their loud music. I'm like, wait, what? With their rap, and I'm like, this guy. If I asked him, hey, do you hate black people? He's like, no, I just don't watch the Orioles when they're on TV. Okay. I don't watch the Ravens.
To him, BLM means Baltimore Lives Matter.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Yeah, dude, he hates Baltimore. He thinks Baltimore is another word for black. It's like a Swahili for black or something. Because he's like, these Baltimore people, they're not good. They're always loud. They can't drive in the lane. Always stealing stuff and fucking my daughter. Bro, poor guy. Hearts out to your son. Stop hating black people.
His name was Son, too.
His name was fucking Son. Dude, anyway, all right. Which is the Tyrone of the Korean. It's the Tyrone of Korea by the Son. Jesus Christ.
They have a lot of beef between them and
Koreans
as communities.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing that fucked me up with pandemic year 2020. Stop Asian hate and all that.
Yeah.
They kept trying to be like, this is a white supremacy thing. And I was like, well, it looks like black people are kicking your ass a lot. And they're settling scores from like nail salons and bodegas and shit.
Black people have been taking some abuse from the Asian
I
nation.
mean, they don't always get along, you know?
Bro, I've seen people like in nail salons, like black person will go in. No,
Yeah, they're like,
no, closed. We're actually this is a front for a real operation. We're prostitution actually. Bro, they don't fuck around with black people.
I mean, it's wild because I the other day I was scrolling somewhere and I saw pictures from like the LA riots in '92. I don't know if this is
Casual
very old.
scroll for you. Yeah.
Yes, casual scroll. You know, I was like, I needed to unwind after a long day.
What's Rodney King up to?
Yeah, and it was like all these pictures of like these Korean dudes with assault rifles on the roofs. They all look bad as fuck though.
Yeah.
They all had mad drip. Koreans fucking know how to dress so well. Like, they were wearing Supreme. I'm like, this is 1992. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? But they've got, like, Supreme branded AK-47s, and they're up there. They got cigarettes dangling out of their mouths. I'm like, yo, you guys...
Dude, so Korea's the best.
You guys are the best,
Dude,
actually.
yeah.
You know?
Too bad they hate black people.
I know. It's like, too bad you hate the other best, you know?
Yeah.
Like, y'all should...
Together, they should be the best
It's
race.
like, the thing is, y'all be breakdancing, too, and shit. It's confusing, you know?
And when y'all make babies, that's what mixed race means. Like when they make a half black, half
that's a
Asian,
truly mixed
that's
baby.
an actual mixed race
Yeah,
baby. And that's
it's not
some
like
good
I'm
shit.
Irish German is a...
Ew.
Not, sorry.
Ew, you have two types of diarrhea now.
No.
You have two types of diarrhea.
It's got to be Korean and, like, Sudanese.
Honestly, I wish Irish and German was like donkey and horse, and that the spawn would have been like unable to reproduce.
Like a mule or whatever, yeah.
Wouldn't that been great? Is if you Irish and Germans fuck, then the kid can't actually fuck anything anymore.
I think Hitler was working on that. Dr. Mengele was working on that exact formula. Of like,
And he would have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for you meddling kids.
the Russians. Let's not forget they saved the world.
It's an interesting thing. The pandemic, you're right. It's like that did ignite a lot of like, black anti-Asian hate.
Yeah.
And where did that come from?
Well, I remember at the time I was walking with a Korean friend of mine, and I didn't realize this at the time, but like some lady, she was an older black lady, looked at my friend and started coughing at her. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, this is just like this poor old lady is sick or something. I didn't realize in my fucking idiotic, numb brain. And afterwards, she was like, did you see that lady cough at me? And I was like, yeah. I hope she's okay. And she's like, no, she was fucking being racist towards me because of coronavirus. I was like, fuck. It had just
There's gotta be one white dude who doesn't know the N-word exists. He's hearing the word all left and right. What is that? Does that mean friend in Swahili? What's going on here? That's you. Basically, you're like, what's going on here? Coughing away.
It was like right at the beginning, so it didn't even register to me that people were going to start hate criming. I mean, it should have. It's America.
Yeah.
But, you think of racism, you think white people,
Yeah.
right? Of course, that's my own idiotic bigotry. But, man, they were really going through it. And I was always confused by them being like, white supremacy needs to end. And I'm like, listen, every piece of CCTV footage that I see of like some poor Chinese lady getting curb stomped, it's like a homeless, insane black person doing it. I'm like,
Dude, there have been like, and they're all in the same racket.
I know.
Because that grandma, if she didn't hate black people before,
Right.
Because she's already like, these women are not exactly the most, welcoming. They're not going to the Kwanzaa Fest.
No, they're not marching there. They're not out there marching.
Like, you can tell that lady, hey, at the end of the BLM protest, there's like 19,000 cans. They'd be like, I'll pass. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
no
they're
cans are
at
worth
those
that.
like BLM marches. She's got like a free Derek Chauvin sign or something. It's like it's not the way for like older Asian people. That goes for South Asians too. It's like it's like
the Korean churches put like a halo behind him. Jesus Christ. I mean, nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. The racism of fucking Asians is actually I'd say East Asian racism is even harder than South Asian racism against black people.
I mean, that's we only have anecdotal. I don't know the hard numbers on it, but I don't know how you quantify
And you don't
that.
want to know them, actually.
Nail salons rebuffed at 96 this year alone. I don't think they have those kinds of stats, but like, I mean, South Asians, yeah, probably. Because we're like a casteist bunch, you know what I mean? And they see the caste system in America, and they're like, no, untouchable, right?
They just put it on different things.
Yeah, and that's for all browns, whether you're Muslim, Hindu, whatever. That's just how you can tend to operate a lot of times. Unless there's people who, like Nimesh grew up in Newark, and his dad ran a liquor store. And so there, it's like, no, he has to get to know the community and blah, blah, blah. That's why I love Yemenis so much. They're bodegas. They're boys with everybody in the neighborhood.
We talk about this. Yemenis are the chillest Arabs on earth.
Yeah.
Probably because of the drug use.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The khat.
I've never seen
They're all hopped up on
that leaf,
on that leaf.
That's the most grandma way to say, oh, God, I'm getting old.
Oh, he on that leaf, ain't he?
Oh, he on that leaf shit, huh? Oh, he on that munch. He on that munch. You know what I'm saying? He on that leaf.
He on that leaf. But look, it's a problem. We already know the inter non-white racism is flagrant.
For real.
Like on balance, people are like, America's the most racist place. I'm like, there's not many places as diverse as America.
Dude, for real.
We've definitely got our problems.
The racist place is not America. The most racist place is inside a brown home in America.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most racist place.
Like, it's still America. They don't realize why they're right. It's not the white people that are doing it.
Yeah,
dude.
it's that is the thing. That is the thing. You go to like South Korea, it's like
God damn.
dude. No, it's not. They're not.
Because white people. There are a lot of white people who don't interact with black people, and the racism comes through there. Imagine a nation where there's only 5 black people, and those are just guys who.
And
watch,
they're all on TV.
They're on TV.
Playing very specifically racist roles.
Yeah. So that level of racism is so deep, and Asians have such a homogenous culture in so many ways.
Yeah.
That it's gonna be there, bro.
Yeah.
It's so it sucked that Japanese people were the racist of their clan back in the colonizing days, because it's like they're probably shooting their own people too. Like, I thought you were Chinese.
Yeah. My bad.
Shit.
A lot of friendly fire.
A lot of friendly fire
friendly
in the
fire.
Rip of Nanking for sure. Anyway, like mid-rape. Oh, fuck. Shit. You're my
bad.
general.
My bad.
Oh, God. Okay. Shall we move on? Shall we
move on?
Brown of the week.
That was edifying, though, I will say.
Yeah.
Brown of the week, I think a very, very unique couple. This is Sanjeev
Yeah.
and Sadhana Prasad of India, elderly couple in the state of Rajasthan. What happened with them?
Their son and daughter-in-law didn't get. They got married, but they didn't have a kid.
It's fast enough. They've only been married 5 years.
5 years, and they didn't have a kid, so the parents are suing them
for over $500,000 in U.S. currency. Yeah, $643,000.
Hilariously suing them.
Specifically, yeah. And this is the worst collision of East and West imaginable.
I know.
Right? The parental pressure to have grandkids. Oh, you're not. We're going to sue you. We live in a legalistic society now.
It is hilarious that it is East and West, and somehow it's the most Indian thing humanly possible.
Yeah, exactly.
like the idea, like, how else can I beat my child?
Yeah,
through the
I'm gonna
bank.
sue him.
Yeah. It's like you're taking a chappal to his finances.
Imagine getting sued because you don't score high enough on the SAT. It's like that's the same thing, pretty much.
And here's the thing, though. I've read some stories. The Indian parents on these cases are winning.
Oh yeah,
like these because the judge is another
exactly.
Indian
It's
uncle.
just another Indian uncle.
It's just because I think one of the decrees. I swear I read one of the decrees of like a case like this where the parents won.
Yeah.
Where the son had to like pay a child support, or like parental support or something in one of these cases for not having something. And the official decree was like, your parents are everything.
Yeah.
Your parents made you who you are. That is not legal speak. That is an uncle.
That's an uncle
Talking to his nephew. Like, your parents did so much for you.
Going back to the precedent of Shravan Kumar, who carried his parents through the jungle to the temple. They were blind and crippled. I find you guilty of being a B student.
They say the case is dad versus son. Really, it's you being a piece of shit. You versus your own dignity. Bitch.
Citing the Constitution, it says parents are like God, which is a thing. You know, it is a thing.
The filial piety, very deep, and especially in rural areas in India and Bangladesh. And the idea that a judge would be like some hoity-toity not that is hilarious. These kids are going to lose money. They're going to lose a lot of money.
Well, it's like the thing is they're not rural. They're urban. If there was a rural area, the parents would have just killed themselves or something, you know, because they sued in court. They're a well-off couple, right? They're well-off family.
I didn't know this. I know that they were good.
They're clearly a well-off family because their whole thing is like, we're suing you for mental cruelty.
Oh yeah.
And they're like their whole thing was like, we put him through college. We paid for his pilot training. He's a pilot, I guess.
That was the first thing. I looked away when he did that.
Yeah.
You know.
And then they're like, and we paid for their wedding in a 5-star hotel, extravagant wedding. Yeah. And it's like, basically, they're like, where's our return on investment? That's a very Indian parent thinking with everything.
Something about it makes sense to me, dude.
It kind of does make sense.
Because they tried to sue him with the pilot thing, already. They're like, pilot.
Yeah,
we'll
exactly.
See you in court. We'll see you in court, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because now, enough stories of like, kids calling like child services has been out. They're like, okay, bitch, you want to play? Yeah. You want to play?
It's child services in India. In India, it's parental services though, because it's just like whiny Indian parents.
If it was a rural area and they shot their kids for not getting married, getting a grandkid, the decree would be like, we award $600,000 to the heroes.
Yeah. Indian stand your ground laws are very different.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a weird thing. Maybe I'm getting older. Maybe I see the idea of what an investment is. Maybe I understand the actual dollar value of raising a kid.
We're just so trapped in their logic, though. Right? You know, and so we understand their logic. We know what the rules are. It kind of makes sense. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, well, this is the society, right? People go bankrupt. I was talking about with Joe earlier, who's getting married. I was like, Joe's got 2 destinations for his wedding. I was like, are you fucking Indian? You're gonna go broke, dude.
Where are you going? Buffalo and Albany?
And Albany.
Near. Dude, that's fucking great.
And Poughkeepsie.
That's the most white. Yeah. Oh, God.
Joe's, going bankrupt over his wedding. It's because he's been hanging out with Indians too much, is my hypothesis about that.
Joe, white horse? Really? Huh?
He's like, no, elephant, actually.
He rides on a white dog. That's the white version of this on a beach. Go, Spike. That's insane. Joe, where are you going real quick? To honeymoon?
Buffalo? No, for the honeymoon.
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
That's Albany.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, babe, it's the 5 guys. My dad never took my mom on a honeymoon.
I don't think my dad either.
That's
not a thing. Yeah.
My mom talks about it.
Oh, she's like, where's my honeymoon still?
Bitch, yeah. My dad never took us eating out either, too. And I'm realizing how deep that was. That was a baked-in hang with your family. Yeah. We never did that because my dad was so picky.
Right.
With eating. So he's like, we're never going to go. And so we never went out. My dad ruled the house in a weird, low-key way.
Yeah, I mean, they do. My dad was like relatively easygoing and progressive. My mom would disagree, of course, I'm sure. But he would take us out to dinner once a week.
That's good.
You know,
you get to hang out.
You kind of hang out. But we're hanging out at home anyway because when you're in the house, it's like a cult. There's like nobody's leaving. Where are you going? What? You know, of course not.
The idea of like locking your door, I remember, it was such a wild thing for me.
Yeah.
Like locking your door. Like, Mom, I'm locking my door.
It's menacing.
It's like, what the fuck?
Where do you think you're going?
Like, dude,
it's dinner time.
I'm surprised more Indian families didn't have the outward lock where they had the lock outside the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's like, okay, you're staying in here now, you fucking asshole. Like, you know, Witcher games. Watch you. By the end of it, you'll be gnawing off your Xbox. Go play. You know?
I get it. You know, when you put all that money into a kid getting married, their whole rationale is like, we see grandchildren everywhere in the colony where we live.
Colony.
You know, and I'm like, you fucking, what do you live in fucking Park Slope and you're looking at fucking lap dogs? Like, shut the fuck up.
And it's 5 years in, dude.
Yeah, give him a chance.
This guy must suck in other ways. If they're going to sue him. Suing's never a first resort. It's kind of the last straw, right? So
it's like a weird hybrid-ish family. They're like Indian, but they're kind of white in that way.
Yeah, definitely white moves. Mm-hmm. What would a counter argument even be? Like, you know, like
what if he's shooting blanks? What if he's been trying?
Yeah,
you know,
he's not fertile.
You know?
Then it's like that'd be one of those like climax of the courtroom drama.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I know
his jizz is infertile. It's like
now there is another argument to be made here on a social level, which is that look, it's not like a welfare state quite like in the West, right? Like it's not Northern Europe. People rely on family and they rely on grandkids to take care of them eventually, right? You're surrounded by
Again,
family.
that is more rural, kind of, right?
I don't
You know, where they have the kids to create, because aren't there more programs in India for like retirement and they don't have Social Security?
Yeah,
and,
they leave you in a field somewhere when it's raining, you know, and that's it. That's the program as far as I know.
Blue Cross Greenfields.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have I don't know if they have retirement communities there, right?
Oh my God.
And that retirement communities, that's a very...
A retirement community in India is just the temple you
Yeah, yeah,
you die
exactly.
at, you know
Yeah, it's called the cremation grounds, you know?
See you later.
It's not a great... I don't know exact. I mean, look, if you worked, you have a pension and all that, but there is an expectation of like family is very important. So you do live with your kids eventually, and the grandkids are going to be around
Right,
too. So
right.
there's a whole thing of support structure. You know, it's not like here. And
it's
you
like-
do revere adults there, touching feet. You know, you
Right.
worship parents, you worship grandparents. They're inviolable in the Indian imagination. And at least I can say an Indian imagination, right?
Sure.
Our grandparents came over. We adored them. We were like, yes,
Right.
Naniji's here. Let me rub your legs, please. Let me massage you. Blah. Like we wanted
Yeah.
their affection,
Yeah.
you know? And I don't even fully understand what the rationale was behind it. It was just like, this is an amazing person. This is where it all began for us, kind of,
Yeah.
you know?
People say like foot fetish. I'm like, I'll do you one more.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Exactly.
I've been there, bitch. Oh, I'll tell you my fetishes, bro.
I'm way past that.
Oh, come on, bitch. I put my nose on more bunions than you want to even think about, buddy. Foot fetish. Don't make me laugh. When I used to go like in Bangladesh when I was a kid, it was my mom for the whole plane ride to Bangladesh would be like, the moment we get in there, you're fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Bitch. Going in.
Oh, wait, so you touch feet?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've talked to other Muslims from India, South Asia, whatever, who don't touch feet.
Bro.
They're like, no, we don't do that.
Bro, I swear to God, I do. I swear to God, Bengali culture, even the Muslims have the Hindu in them. I swear to God.
We've talked about
I'm
that
telling
before,
you,
how it
I-
is a very Hinduized
I
culture.
mean, it's
still,
what it is, right? So we have to accept that. I'm getting death threats again from fucking Bengali dudes who are like, you're Bangladeshi,
Yeah.
not Indian. Because some video about my story, they fucked up the country. They're like, this man
I
came
saw
from
that.
India. And bro, these guys like, tell them to take it down at once.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know what? Being Bangladeshi is a big part of
Big
your
thing.
identity,
I know. But here's the thing. Here's the truth is that I am half Indian. You fucking
That's
assholes.
also true.
Jesus Christ.
That's also
But
half
if they don't want to hear that, he's like,
Well, look,
say
there's
it
a
and so.
very
say it.
easy solution to all this, and it's called Akhand Bharat. Reunion time, baby.
I'm Indian.
Yeah.
I'm Indian.
And I'm Bangladeshi, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
Maybe
we're
maybe
just
he's
all
Irish.
together.
I'm German.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll make a little mule ass baby. That's what they call it, muling. Anyway, that was the Brown of the Week. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
All right. I hope it's on Judge Judy or something. Judge Jyoti.
Judge Jyoti.
Judge Jyoti. I hope we
They
see
do
that.
have a judge program there. I'm fucking forgetting what it's
Oh,
called.
they
though.
do?
Yeah, it's like Judge Gideon or something. It's this woman, and she is like a judge, and maybe she just doles out wisdom if I remember correctly. But yeah,
And you get to see them boiling in oil, hopefully.
yeah. Instead of a gavel, she hits her grandson on the head.
In Indian course, they have just a chappal.
Yeah,
they use on it.
chappal.
That's funny. That's dumb. Good luck to you. It's some white shit. Let's. What's up?
Look into this.
Oh,
one.
okay. This is coming out. Topic. Let's get into it real quick.
Let's get into it. Things are
Heating up again.
Things are heating up in the motherland.
The disease / thing my mom thinks I have.
Wait. That's the topic. That's the
Topic?
I thought we were going to talk about the Gyanvapi mosque.
Oh yes. Totally forgot about that.
That's we got some wild Hindutva style action
Yeah.
jumping off. In
It's
India.
always weird in these stories because it's Muslim versus Hindu.
Yeah.
And I just want to be more like, hey, Muslims. And I just cannot give a fuck, you know?
It's a weird situation because you know what happens is like you do then get
What's
back
the
into the
story?
corner.
What's
of
the
right
story?
guy. The story is there's a mosque called the Gyanvapi Mosque in Varanasi, a very holy Hindu holy city. And they're starting to uncover evidence. I don't know the veracity of the evidence. I'm not speaking to that it was at one point a Hindu temple. And so now people are like, hey, this is a Hindu temple. time to make it a Hindu temple again, right?
Dude, having something named the Gyanvapi Mosque, it's like going to the Meshuggah church.
It's true. It's a very Hindu name.
What? You mentioned this earlier, very rightly so. Like Gyanvapi Mosque. Who? Which Muslim in their right mind would like brag about that? To other Muslim friends. It seems like this is a very Hindu area. Right?
It is Varanasi, a very, very Hindu city. Yeah.
And this is where all the clashes happen, right? The Muslims are a minority. They have this place. Some Hindu women, maybe they were cleaning. I don't know what happened. They were, in the ablution chamber. So in Islam, if you don't know, you got to wash your fucking body before going in. It's very interesting because wuzu does everything but your balls, the most dirty part of your body.
And
Go
God
figure.
sees everything.
Go figure.
Yeah.
So a bunch of old uncles with clean hands, clean face, clean toes, and the balls from
stinky
hell.
nuts.
Yeah. What's that about? Anyway, and wudu is a very spiritual practice. There's like a 3 each. It's a very ritualistic thing. It's a very important thing. And so when these people found a Shivling, which is kind of a funny name, I'll be honest. It's a lingam, right? It's like a
lingam, yes.
the symbol of Shiva and
Shiva's
Shakti.
divine power, Shiva
Yeah.
Shakti. It is a phallic symbol, right? It's the active force of creation. Every pagan culture celebrates that. The
Sure.
Christmas tree is a phallic symbol. They're all phallic symbols. And then, of course, the yoni, which is the Shakti. That's where their power is at, you know? So, but they found out what they think is a lingam there. And then they're uncovering other things. Oh, we see some Hindu writing and some other symbols. And look, there's a good chance it probably was a Hindu temple, right?
Sure.
There's a very solid possibility of that being the case.
Well, I think the law now is everything after 47 is preserved, I believe.
I guess so.
So whatever it was at 47 in 1947 is what it is now. That's
Right.
locked in.
Right.
So now they're like, what do you do? That was before 47. It's a mosque since 47. That's what they're...
This is a big thing, though, right, happening in India in general, right? Is like the de-Islamification of India, right?
Sure.
Changing the names of towns and cities and Babri Masjid, of course, a huge one, tearing down the mosque in 92. Now they've started the construction of the Ram temple there.
Yeah.
It's a very contentious issue. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It's very tricky. I talked to my dad about it.
Here's the thing. I in my opinion, whenever there's a minority, let's work with them a little more.
Right.
'Cause minorities probably have its shit in other areas. Why not give them the benefit of the doubt? Because usually they're not the ones that the law is catering for in general. But Muslims can be a prickly bunch. You know what I'm saying? And especially the ones who go pray at mosques. You mean all of them? Yeah.
You mean the devout Muslims?
You mean the ones who are Muslim? Yeah. I know the because here's the thing. There's this Friday prayer, right? Jumu'ah. Sorry. And most Muslims go to that prayer, right? The chill ones, the ones you can hang out
That's
with.
it. That's Sunday church.
Sunday church. They're the fun ones. They're the ones who allow gay people. Don't bring it here.
Yeah.
Right. Those are the fun ones. The ones who go on mosque on a Tuesday, bro. These aren't the ones. The same with a temple. I'm sure the ones who go too much are like, Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
There's like the overly devout ones are the ones where it's like, okay, I'm sure there's a little bit, you're kind of intense.
Yeah.
Now the Hindu Muslim, being as it is, I don't know what, maybe there's some past shit there that's like a little more.
Well, it's all
intense.
past shit, right? Because for Hindus now, it's like now it's them settling the score, right? Because the introduction of Islam into India wasn't the best.
Right. It was invasion based, right?
10th to 15th centuries, it's a lot of vandalism and genocides, forced conversions. I mean, that is the story of how it came in, right? There's no getting around that. These people, a bunch of Borats from Central Asia.
As it is with so many other cultures coming into other cultures, right? Like that's how it be.
So that the wound has stayed open, though, is the thing, right? Those conflicts never really
Here's the thing,
ended.
like, Hinduism has lasted since the beginning of time almost.
Yeah.
They can hold a grudge. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been around for a long time. They can hold a grudge.
Yeah. So they've been holding this grudge for about 1,000 years now.
1,000 years.
Which is, drop in the bucket. And that's like 1/5 of Hindu history or, a 1/7 or something, right? But it's a weird thing because people are, look, here's the interesting thing is that people are now instrumentalizing like identity politic products, as what I would call them, from other places and being like, well, listen, in BLM in America, they're tearing down Confederate statues.
Sure.
Like, it's only just that we do this. Aurangzeb and these people, they were like horrible, brutal people.
Sure.
They vandalized our temples. They tore them down. They tried to impose their way of life on us. And that's a wound that stays open for them.
if that was, I mean, you dial that up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm breaking my own house down. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Here lies a tyrant. You know?
You rip your own body open.
So it's like, what's the line here? I don't know. But it's like, we can just eye for an eye, right? Until we're all dead, right?
It's that's the thing about it. I mean, look, it's
Just a shivling. Shivling.
who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I wasn't there. I'm not seeing it. I'm just saying. Hey, it probably was, guys. Don't hurt me.
Who
But
knows? Any round rock can be a
shivling.
shivling.
I mean, and look, in many ways, maybe it is, right? But
It's an actual penis.
it's like, look, there has to be a kind of sensitivity because, like, who. I was talking about my dad with this, when we were talking about Ram and their stuff, and my parents are devout Hindu people. They really are. They're puja every day, And my dad was like, the religion is not to tear down other people's places of worship,
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
He's like, this is not the way. That's not something Lord Ram himself is going to support.
Right.
This isn't his belief, right?
Right.
He's like, that's an unseemly, uncouth, barbaric thing. And my whole thing about this has always been, listen, Islam was not a pretty, insertion into India, right? It's not. There's no getting around that. It'd be great if there'd been some sort of truth and reconciliation committee, but look, then that's all very modern liberal politics shit, Like, what are you going to do now? Have a fucking civil war against 200 million people? It's like, no, it's a disgusting,
And Islam will do it. They'll fucking bring in.
Maybe they will, but listen, you can't ignore the fact that, look, these are Indians, though. Genetically, these are the same people.
Same people.
That's what you do have to look at. Like, these are the same people now at this point.
Just the traveling bard 1,000 years ago was more charming in the Hindu side or something, or traveling bard was more charming in the Muslim side, and that they chose whatever, right?
I mean, that's kind of part of the problem, though, right?
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't that. It wasn't a traveling bard. It was a guy with a sword.
No, traveling bard with a scimitar, traveling his scimitar through someone's body.
That's the thing. It's like here's why. As somebody who is Hindu and who engages a lot with, it's like what people really don't like is the kind of whitewashing and the gaslighting of things that happened, where they're like, no, it was actually really fine and everybody was living peace. They don't like that. Because it's like, listen, you're talking shit. We can go around and look at temples that are still around today where the noses of deities are all cut off and things are broken and they've been robbed of riches, untold riches and things like that. So it's like they don't want to hear that, like, oh, everything was, like say we were all so happy together. It wasn't that. And that's the thing is I don't think you can ignore that, right?
Well, I think a lot of it is also, like, I'm with you, but I think a lot of it is also, like, just the way it's being done is not charming.
That is true.
It's like, fuck you!
That is
like,
true.
They don't come in an easy space, right? So there's that, and neither are charming. No one who's super religious is charming, dude.
I mean,
these people aren't.
I'm religious.
You're not super religious.
I'm not super religious.
All right? Yeah, I saw the bookshelf of Upanishads, but, it's essays on. Essays on, right? Other ideas. It's not just 5 Upanishads. You see what I'm saying? The difference?
Yeah.
There's a discourse in there, right? These people don't like discourse.
I mean, well, look, that's the thing. Is
Both sides, I'm saying.
Look, when I look at like a rabid right-wing Hindus, I'm like, you're just a fucking identitarian idpol loser.
Sure.
That's
this is
it.
me.
I'm like, what's your sadhana? What are you actually practicing? Are you in it? Are you really in it?
Right.
Are you doing the fucking, how do you worship? Are you into the tapas? Are you doing all the things? Are you really reading, engaging the literature? Or is it just basically you running around with a trishul and just getting hopped up on fucking, your own libidinous, thwarted libido, essentially, right? It's like the whole thing with Hinduism is this is cultivating dispassion, the ability to cultivate dispassion, the ability to see the oneness of all beings.
And that's the danger of
and all things.
That's the danger of like the Quran too. Is like kind of like it was like. Because they'll be like, yeah, we killed them, and it was fucking cool. So it's different in the fact that it kind of rewards passion in a way. The idea of disengaging is not a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe disengaging with the worldly, affairs. But the idea of super passion in defense of your religion is very much codified. And that's dangerous.
And look, the thing is, like, there is writings, right? The Mughals and all that. There's documents by them where they were like, oh, yeah, we did our thing.
Oh yeah,
on these cow worshipping monkeys
I'm fucking.
up in here,
the Mughal,
the
Mughal BET
yeah.
comic.
So it's like, look, it's a thing, Do we have all the answers here at Mango Bae? Yes. You got to go onto the Patreon. But
do I think Muggles were hotter?
I like you're calling them Muggles, like Harry Potter.
Yeah. And what are y'all? Mudbloods. Mughlai parota. My mom still calls it Mughlai parota because that's the way the Mughals made it. I'm like, I don't know if this is.
My mom makes something called Mughlai chicken.
Right.
Yeah.
These were rapists, and killers.
Like they weren't the best.
Who wants some Hitler knish?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, dude.
Hitler pie.
Hitler pie.
Yeah, I'm good.
Mughlai parota.
Yeah, I'm full from dinner, but
I don't know if you want a Hitler baked good. I don't know if that's the thing.
it's like, look, I think Islamic culture in India becomes beautiful when it becomes most Indian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how I like to practice any of the Islam that I do. It's all very like, because there's so much by rote. I don't know how much by rote y'all have. Y'all have the arties and stuff. You have to memorize so much when I was a kid. I was like, this is fucking too much. And they don't even give you the English translation a lot of these times in the Sunday school. So you just like have all this Arabic in you. Arabic phonetics, Arabic vowels. And all.
That is one thing about Islam, and I think this is why Christians don't have it easier because they definitely are a put upon community. I think not to the same extent as Muslims, but it is like you change your names, Arabic names. You speak in Arabic. Everything's in Arabic. You look towards Mecca. So you're like their whole thing is like, oh, you're not of this land,
right?
That makes you less Indian then to them, right?
Right.
And it's a shame, Qawwali music, amazing, Sufism, I mean, incredible.
But Qawwali music might as well be my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack to these Muslims, bro. I swear to God, it's Lady Kia, bro. To these guys, bro. Like literally, bro. That's my neck. Just do it now. Lick it good. Suck this pussy.
But look, when these Qawwali guys be going at it, it sounds like they're coming, They're like, I'm like, whoa.
Fateh Ali.
Yeah.
Fateh Ali.
Like somebody's playing the tabla, somebody's playing this guy underneath that we can't see.
Why were they so fat? The cum was just in there.
Just in there.
Yeah, that's why they have the big harmonium, so nobody can see the situation, dude. You're right. These are mystical people, and the Islam that goes mystical is a little, on the other side. It's people are a little more angry with it.
Yeah,
These weren't the guys who were tearing down shit. These are the guys at the back of the fucking caravan, fucking keeping all the other killers happy, right?
No, these guys are getting decapitated, They're getting fucking beheaded. I think.
If
you look at Pakistan, it's like, forget about, there's like 2 Hindus left, and they're working on killing all the Sikhs, but they're still killing other Muslims in Pakistan.
How many swipes would it take to kill Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan? That's a thick
a
neck.
big-
Yo, bring in the second executioner. This guy's the best.
Yeah, we broke another sword on this guy's neck, guys. Fuck.
But his pain is like
You gotta sing your pain.
You gotta sing your pain, dude. All right, bring the guillotine with twice the boingy, boingy,
It just
boingy,
bounces
boingy,
off.
boingy, 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 boingy.
He's just sitting there eating something. Masala off his fingers. Like,
Huh? Sharpen the knife, boys.
All those Qawwali guys are like a little bit fat, though.
But you have to. I
Because
think
you
the
have
best
to be.
the sing chamber,
It's
right?
the bulk,
All good singing comes from the diaphragm. It comes
That's
from here.
exactly right.
It's all the power. So their diaphragm is just like, Love. I had a whole fucking Qawwali day yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Just blasting.
Who are you listening
Fateh.
to?
I'm a big Nusrat and Rahat guy. Sabri. I think you're a Sabri guy.
I like the Sabri bros.
But
I like them all, though.
I mean,
you know?
I'm just a fan.
I like them all. We got to catch like a Qawwali shows.
Yeah, Qawwali. I used to go to Tabaljit concerts in fucking NJ. It's always in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Always in the heart of Edison.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
Zakir Hussain once play like for 5 hours.
Ooh.
And these are things I love to do. And one time we were supposed to go, we just did shrooms and then...
And then we conceived of Mango Bae.
Mango Bae,
We came up with Mango Bae that night. We were supposed to go to like a Rags concert. It was like a 24-hour Rags thing.
And here, I want everyone to know that when y'all say y'all love the theme song, we're doing Joji the Shihare. JJ, that's the song. Mango Bae.
Sort of, yeah. I was doing kind of a Qawwali thing, but yeah. It's devotional.
It's the same shit, dude.
It's devotional.
Yo, wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Anyway, final comments about how a mosque should be there and not a Hindu
Guys,
temple.
let's just chill.
Yeah.
Just chill. I hope you guys resolve it peacefully. Like you gotta figure out a better way.
Yeah.
Than to like tear it down.
Take the fuck down.
You gotta
Wrecking
think.
ball.
You gotta think of a better
Wrecking
way.
ball to save the dick.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, come on. Like, just calm down, guys.
Because there's a little bit of like fuck Muslims in there. Like, hey, can we just move the Shivling out? No.
Yeah.
Kill him. Kill all the
like, no,
Muslims.
we're gonna move the whole thing.
Just as a love, please, love.
Just try it. Just try it. Just see how it works out. I bet you'll like that more.
Hinduism could be right
Than being angry about everything. Just like try the other approach. I'm not saying you're not right.
Right.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't be better if we were all just Hindu there. I'm not saying
listen, an angry Muslim makes sense. It's in the context of our culture. Y'all are like going against Hinduism with anger. For us, it's like the best Muslim is the angriest Muslim. All right.
I mean, it's just chill a little bit.
I wouldn't mind if some Muslims fucking brought in some of that chill vibe, some surfer
That's
energy,
like the Sufi,
some surfer Hindu energy, Sufi energy.
That's like the Sufi type. Maybe
Detachment is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and Muslims are not taught it at all. So only when you're dying should you detach from all the worldly.
Right.
How about detach from that anger too? Because detachment in Islam is always like about things. Detached from the worldly possessions. A worldly possession could be your own.
Right, but here's the thing that Islam really has going for it is that it's a very community based.
Oh, huge
religion, right?
Also,
it's all about the ummah, right?
It's very codified, and also that's big. But the idea of we so identify with every single codification that it can get dangerous.
Yeah. And it's a Western Judeo-Christian type religion, right? So martyrdom is a thing. You know what I mean? It's big on the stories of oppression by other, by the people, by the preceding.
Oh, they love that. Oh, bro,
know?
you got to see those speeches, bro. Muhammad. They always give him less every year. Muhammad had nobody. He had only sack on back. Before it was like he had 3 friends and like an elephant. Yeah. Now only with one sandal. Bro, these fucking like jack off moms who try to like get off on the hardship of the imam story. Yeah. Swear to God, Muhammad was being raped every city he went to.
Well,
anyway. We love Hindus. We love Muslims.
We love you guys. Just
Stop praying so much.
Just like take some deep breaths. Do some pranayama. Yeah. Do some pranayams. Just do the.
That'll calm down an angry man.
It just riles them up more.
Yeah, when you're angry and to calm you down, you go.
Do too much bastrika or whatever it is, The
Wim Hof method.
Yeah.
If that works for you.
Just chill. Everybody be calm. We love you guys. This is Mango Bae. You know what it is. Rate us a review. Follow us across platforms. We love you. Thank you.
Come again.
Your Mango Bae.